Si pasayir ki unir shinro si ipa.
Emperor Sunhai is a great man. Without him, the Empire would still be living in a...
So you're the new fighter in town. Good luck.
Talk to Junda if you'd like to buy some buns.
Excuse me, out of my way. I've got to get these buns to the Scholars Garden. Quick, now move.
I'm very sorry. Please accept my heartfelt apologies. My husband has the manners of a strutting cock sometimes.
I seem to recall you rather enjoyed my, strutting at one time, old woman.
Just now, you offend the gods of decency. This poor traveler's likely to think that the Imperial City is full of indecent folk and offensive talk. Now then, after all the trouble we've caused you, is there anything we can help you with? We've got fresh buns. Just made them myself.
Talk. That's all people want to do. I don't get paid to talk. I sell buns. That's what I do.
Ha! No time to talk, he says. The only time you're ever quiet is when you're eating one of my buns. Now be polite and answer some questions.
We're members of the local traveling circus. I'm a fire eater and Lena is a juggler. We just sell buns on the side to make a little extra silver.
Junda, could you try to be civil just this once? This buffoon of a man is Junda, and I am Lena, his wife, as he is fond of reminding me. We sell buns here in the city. Well, I bake, and he sells. There is much to tell about the city, but we do need to sell the buns while they're fresh. Perhaps you could be more specific?
Why don't you go and check out the Imperial Arena? It's a prosperous place to sell buns, especially before a big fight.
You and those fights. I can't stand watching them. I prefer to take walks by the wall or just gaze at the magnificent palace.
What's to tell? Fighters fight, spectators watch, gamblers gamble. It's just like any other arena, except the level of competition is very high here. I'd talk to Kui, the promoter, if you really want to know more about the arena. He talks more than you do, but at least he buys my buns. It's busy, but it's a good place to get information and meet people. Best wine in the Empire, too.
How would you know, you lazy lout? You've never been outside the city in your life. Best in the Empire. Ha! Probably the only wine you've ever had. The wall is magnificent. It just keeps growing. Though I pity the criminals who are forced to work there. Very few ever return. The palace is truly one of our greatest treasures. The heavens have indeed blessed our empire greatly to give us such a beautiful edifice.
It's unnatural, I say. Just floating up in the air. Emperor or no, it's not right to live in a place that just floats like that.
What did you want? Well, this district is called the Market District. This is where most of the buying and selling happens. Most of the lower classes live and work here.
And die here, too. Not like those nobles and wealthy merchants over in the Golden Way or in the Scholars Garden, born into a life of luxury. Must be nuts.
Yes, dear. Life has been cruel, hasn't it? Good work, a wonderful family, and many friends. Poor Junda. Next you'll blame the nobles for your backaches, too.
Yes, more questions. Are you sure I couldn't interest you in a bun? They're nice and fresh. Or at least they were when we started talking. Death's Hand. Now there's a name you don't hear often. I'm just a simple bun seller, but even I know enough to be careful who I utter that name around.
For once we agree, husband. Death's Hand is a walking nightmare. It is said that if you see him coming, then it's already too late. But enough of wives' tales. Just be careful who you mention that name to, unless you wish to draw bad attention to yourself.
If he hasn't bought a bun for me, I likely don't know him. Come to think of it, if he hasn't bought a bun for me, I don't want to know it.
Junda, you withered old coconut! What's your problem? There's more to life than selling these buns, you know. I'm sorry to say I haven't heard of your friend either, and I'm not sure what you mean by master. Try the Scholar's Garden. The people there might know your friend.
Go then. I have buns to sell, and it doesn't look like you're buying.
Don't mind him. He just takes a while to get used to. Much like an ache in the bones if it lasts long enough. Eventually, you learn to ignore it. Good day to you.
I'm not worried about ghosts. If there are any, the Emperor will deal with them quick enough.
I haven't seen any ghosts wandering in the city.
Lost, citizen? What district are... Fair enough. Be about your business?
Welcome, welcome. Someone from the Black Leopard School said you. No, I suppose you don't quite look like one of their students. Well, no matter. If you're looking for weapons, I have quite a good selection and reasonable rates. Would you like to see what I have for sale? Not much to tell, really. I've been working with the school for almost 20 years, like my father did before me. When they asked me to work for the school exclusively, I accepted. I'd rather have a steady life making weapons by the bunch than doing special orders all the time. And every once in a while, I get to make something unique. The masters have some amazing scrolls describing weapons I never even knew existed. Well, it's the best of its kind in all the Empire, or at least that's what I'm told. Of course, it's seen better day. Having two masters has really hurt the school, if you ask me. Seems the students spend more time bickering than fighting. But what do I know? If it was me, I'd just kick one of the masters out on his ear. I'd like to tell you which one, too, but I'd better not. Best not to get involved. Not... Here you go. There's quite a lot, so take your...
I've seen what happens to some of the arena fighters. It is.
I love playing in the city. There's so many places to see. My mom says the Emperor is a great man for stopping the drought.
My father lived through the drought. He can attest to the marvelous change Emperor Sun Hai has brought to the Empire.
Look at this place. So many people. This truly is the heart of the Empire.
The Scourge of the South has destroyed whole villages in the south. Many innocents have suffered at the hands of the Scourge. Be on the lookout for the Scourge of the South. It is your duty as citizens of the Empire to report anyone who matches this description. Keep an eye out for a strange-looking man in priestly robes. Reports suggest he is well over 7 feet tall and fully armed. This man is very dangerous. Do not try to apprehend the Scourge of the South, but instead report what you've seen to the authorities immediately.
Well, all these years together, and I never suspected you were the Scourge of the South. I'm sorry. I know it's not funny. At least they didn't get your looks right.
I'm not worried about ghosts. If there are any, the Emperor will deal with them quick enough. If I catch my husband betting at the arena again, he'll have a...
The Scourge associates with nefarious fox spirits, aiding them in their occupation of our once pristine forests in the south. A group of river-faring businessmen have been attacked and forced to flee. Nobody is safe from this criminal. His own master died at his hands, and he had fellow students kidnapped and tortured just because they didn't agree with him. If you think you've seen this person, you must report it to the authorities at once. It is your duty.
These bounties won't collect themselves. These bounties won't Greetings, citizen. Imperial Captain Sen at your service. Are you one of the mercenaries come to help me track down some criminal scum? If you are who I'm waiting for, you have some explaining to do. Admittedly, you don't resemble the ones described to me, but they're several days late. No doubt they'll blame it on the foolish ghost stories. I need help tracking down a pair of criminals. Are you interested in a little well-paying work? These two scoundrels have eluded my best efforts, so I'm turning to bounty hunters. It's harder to run when your pursuers are not in a uniform.
I see no problem hunting down criminals, so long as we don't draw too much attention to ourselves.
I'm searching for an arsonist and a notorious confidence man. Find and eliminate either one, and there's a standard bounty in it for you. Do you people have some sort of code that requires each one of you to bargain about this sort of thing? Crafty. Well, since you've seen to the heart of the matter, I'll accept your point. I'll add an extra percentage to both bounties and find some way to justify the extra cost to the Ministry of Harmony. A wise decision. The two criminals are Fading Moon and Creative Yukong. Fading Moon is an arsonist who was last spotted heading for the necropolis. Creative Yukong has virtually disappeared, though we may be able to learn something from Lady Rento, the wife of the man Yukong bilked. She's in the Imperial Arena. Fading Moon is an arsonist. Her first fires were in the poor quarters, but her last one spread to the Market District Gate. Last we heard, she'd escaped to the necropolis. Well, as I said, she confined them to the poor districts. She would have been impossible to catch in that rat's nest. More frankly, there isn't enough money to make it worth my effort. The gates between here and the poorer districts will be closed for some time while repairs are underway. There's nothing particular about the scene of the crime, just ash. Yukong fleeced some silver from Lord Rento, a powerful man in the Ministry of Harmony. Yukong is a master of disguise, and he has hidden himself somewhere in the city. Lord Rento is away on court business, but his wife informed me that she'd be in the heart of the Empire in the Imperial Arena if we needed her. You could start there. She knows the details of the theft better than I. Lord Rento was reluctant to discuss them. Yukong could be anywhere or anyone, and Lady Rento is the only lead we have. What else can I help you? This is the Market District. If you cross this bridge, you'll reach the Golden Way, the Scholars' Garden, and the Necropolis. The Black Leopard School is up the hill on the far side of the waterway, and the Imperial Arena is here in the Market District. I know little more than what the Honorable Lotus Assassin presented. Some treasonous Southerner has been undermining the Ministry of Harmony and causing countless deaths. Not as such. The Lotus Assassins want to deal with this traitor personally. I don't envy anyone who has attracted that kind of attention. The Lotus Assassins are never worried. Their control, their protection, I should say, of the Empire is absolute. What could threaten them? I would like to advance, but I'm not angling. I simply accept that the Lotus Assassins are the true power in the Empire, and I support them. There is no such thing. If the Lotus assassins have identified a treasonous criminal, you can be assured that person is guilty of something, or will be soon. A good name, is it not? Drives fear into the commoners. Yes, that miscreant will be turned in soon enough. And pity the scourge that shows up in my city. Right you are. Remember to keep an eye out for anyone suspicious.
With all the flyers, the gate doesn't see the use it once did.
If you need assistance, by...
I love shopping in the city. They have everything here.
Do you really think we'll find Second Brother here in the city?
Why ask me? I don't even want to be here. Second Brother probably decided he didn't want to listen to Master Radiant anymore, and left to get some peace.
Never! Second Brother is devoted to Master Radiant. If anything, I suspect Master Smiling Hawk had something to do with his disappearance.
What? You dare accuse Master Smiling Hawk?
Quiet, you worms. You're here to look for Second Brother, not bicker like school children. Now get moving.
Is this a school? It is so much bigger than what we had in Two Rivers.
You're a fool if you believe what Master Smiling Hawk teaches. Brute force is not always the best way to win a battle.
Oh, and Master Radiant's ways are better? I don't think so. Brute force is the only way to get what you want, and I can prove it.
How?
I'll show you. Hey you! What do you think you're doing here? Get out of here or we'll throw you out! Ha! You sound like my weakling friend over here. Oh, please let me pass? No. Now, how about you just turn yourself around before you get hurt? Only a fool looks forward to a beating. Come on, let's teach our visitor some respect.
Legendary strike! Ice shard!
Peace, third brother. That is no way to treat a guest. Enough. Leave us, third brother, before you disgrace the school and yourself, and take these novices with you. I'm very sorry about that. We are not accustomed to having visitors. My name is First Brother Kai. Welcome to the Black Leopard School. No, nothing more than usual. Normally this kind of thing would never happen. Fortunately, you seemed more than capable of handling the situation. In all my years, I've never seen anyone but a master with skills like yours. I would not normally ask, but would you be interested in joining our school? It would be an honor to have someone of your skill. Excellent. I must speak with the masters on your behalf. They are the final judge of such matters. Wait here. Good news. Master Radiant agreed to let you join. A rare honor indeed. In fact, he would like to meet with you once you have proven yourself. First, however, Master Radiant wants to ensure that your fight against the novices was not just luck. You must now defeat each of the brothers here at the school. Good. A positive attitude will win you many fights before you even begin. You have proven you can defeat our novices. Now you must prove yourself against the brothers. The brothers have trained long and are second only in skill to the masters. Sixth brother is the least skilled, so you will start with him. Work your way to third brother. If you succeed against him, you will then challenge me. Second brother is not here. For now, you must face only third brother and myself, after you've defeated the other brothers. I must be honest with you. I believe Master Radiant has a plan in allowing you to join us. As you may have heard, there are 2 masters at this school. Master Radiant and I have tried for some time to temper Master Smiling Hawk's ways. He is cunning and ruthless, and has little regard for students. Normally I wouldn't speak openly about such things, but you are new, and your skill will draw his attention. Be careful. Master Smiling Hawk is a dangerous man. It is not just his fighting skills that make him dangerous. Master Smiling Hawk's need for power consumes him. He cannot be trusted. For now, be careful and focus on defeating the brothers. Start with sixth brother and ask him to fight with you. I'm sure he'll be eager. Once you've defeated all the brothers, come and see me. Good luck.
So you're the one who was challenging our novices earlier. That might impress Master Radiant, but it won't get you noticed by Master Smiling Hawk. I'm 6th Brother Gao Shan. If you think you can defeat a disciple of Master Smiling Hawk, challenge me. I assure you, I'm much tougher than the novice. How should I know? He's probably licking Master Radiant's sandals. He was always such a devoted follower of that man. Huh. So you'd rather talk than fight. It's students like you that are giving the Black Leopard School a bad name. Master Radiant teaches patience and peace. What's the point? Why study for years to be a great fighter if you're not allowed to use your skill? Master Smiling Hawk believes in using our power to take what we want. He's the true master of Black Leopard School. I've already told you more than I should. Now do you want to fight or not? Alright, follow me.
Ice Shard. Legendary Strike. Ice Shard. Longsword.
That was lucky. I'll be ready for you next time.
It was foolish of us to challenge you earlier. I apologize for my impudence.
You certainly taught us a thing or two about fighting. I'm just glad you didn't hurt us too badly.
You may have defeated us, but Third Brother will teach you what real fighting is like.
We may be novices, but we're still skilled. Your lucky Third Brother stopped that fight when he did.
You filthy little swine! Look what you've done! Do you think I have nothing better to do than to clean up after you pigs all day long?
Yes, mistress. I mean, no, mistress.
Get out! Get out of here before I break your skull open, you little rat! This isn't a public restaurant. We only serve the students here. You'll have to go back to the city if you're hungry. Well, good for you. Do you want me to bake a special dessert in your honor? Questions about what? Go ask your teacher if you have quit. Me? Is this some ploy to get an extra serving of fish in your soup tonight? It won't work, you know. But since you asked. I am the headmistress here at the school. I organize everything that these witless fighters forget to do. Paperwork, laundry, cooking, you name it. It's a thankless job. Never so much as a smile or a wave as I labor over my work. If it wasn't for me, this place would fall apart. You're the student, you tell me. What is there to tell? The boys come and learn to fight, and they think that's all there is to the world. Learning and fighting. They are very good at both, but put any one of them in a room with a lady and they just wither away. What's the point in teaching a man to learn and fight if he can't even relate to the people he's supposed to protect? Masters? Ha! I'm the only master of this school. Those other two hide in their rooms all day long doing who knows what. How How can you be master of anything when you never participate? It's unnatural. Of course, it wasn't always that way, or at least that's what I've heard. There was only one master once. Makes sense to me. Too many cooks in the kitchen, as I always say. Good. I have work to do.
You must be the new student. I'm fifth brother Shang Jin. There's been quite a stir regarding your entry into the school. Most unorthodox. It would seem Master Radiant is up to his tricks again. Regardless, you've defeated sixth brother, so we can spar. Would you care to try your skills against... The Black Leopard School is the most respected school in all the Empire, but we are losing that respect. The school has strong leadership, but we currently suffer from having too many leaders. 2 masters is one too many. I don't mind Master Radiant, but he is too detached and too passive. Master Smiling Hawk could regain our respect if Master Radiant would let him. I have no idea, though he was very vocal in condemning Master Smiling Hawk. Perhaps he grew tired of all the bickering here and decided to leave. I know if I was a follower of Master Radiant, I would likely get very bored, very quickly. Maybe he just decided to go to a new school, somewhere more peaceful. Good. Follow me.
Your end is... Ice Shard.
Thank you for the opportunity to learn from you. Goodbye.
Hello, my name is Fourth Brother Yu, and you must be the new prodigy. First Brother told us to watch out for you. He said that you're very talented. Since you've defeated Fifth Brother, perhaps you'd let me decide just how talented you are. Care for a map? I've been trying to find that out myself. I even sent a few of the students into the city to see if they could discover the truth. Master Smiling Hawk was the last to speak with Second Brother, though I still don't know what they discussed. It's no secret that they disliked each other. Third Brother told me that Master Smiling Hawk sent Second Brother into the city on an errand, but nobody saw him leave the school. I fear Second Brother has run into trouble, and I suspect Master Smiling Hawk is behind it all. Well, the school is the best of its kind in all the Empire. That's not to say that we don't have our problems. Having 2 masters is a bit unusual, and it seems to slow the progress of the school. Master Radiant is a great leader, but he never comes out of his room anymore. Master Smiling Hawk, on the other hand, well, I shouldn't say anything about that. Let's go, then.
Legendary strike. Ice shard.
Very impressive. I can see the masters were right to let you train with us. Well, thank you for the fight.
Okir okun wan pifir ir witiwik, ir wosa ir sankut. Wo ufna akna ir yakowak. Nawara irok, wosa ir tatas ir uyu. Sata asuni wakir.
Thank you, third brother, that is all. You are dismissed.
Sotakwa air noroki irtana.
So, you are the new student I have heard so much about. Rarely does someone so young display the ability that you have shown. I noticed that you did not come from one of our usual schools. Do you mind if I ask you who your real master is? You have talent. And with second brother's death, we have need of a new brother. I asked him to do something for me. He refused. Let me be blunt. Master Radiant is holding this school back. He's holding me back. Radiant is weak. He follows the way of harmony. His methods are slow and pitiful. This school belongs to me. I want Master Radiant removed, and you're the one to do it. You have certain abilities that will enable you to defeat my rival. Master Radiant is resistant to my style. But you are something different. I could sense it as soon as you arrived. You are the only one here capable of defeating Master Radiant. And rest assured, I will reward you extremely well for ridding me of him. To begin with, you'll have to deal with First Brother Kai. Destroy him, and you'll only be left with Radiant. But together, they would be too powerful. So, First Brother is already winning you over, I see. He is pathetic, and so is his precious master. Do as I ask, and I will teach you things that no one else can. I also have a few rare items that should appeal to you. Simply kill First Brother and Master Radiant. The task is straightforward. You are a fool! You could have had everything. Instead, you will not survive your match with Third Brother. I will see to it. Now get out!
Wowiri ka titarir koni of atarir. Og ni gua ir qua an.
Longsword. This is your end. Ice shard. Legendary strike. Legendary strike.
Oh no, you. Oh no.
Do not disgrace yourself further, third brother. Accept your defeat and learn from it. That was quite a match. I've never seen third brother Rinshan fight that well, and yet you still beat him. I suspected something was amiss, but you overcame it, and you still won. Master Radiant was sure you would prevail. He asked me to bring you to him once you defeated third brother. You won't have to test yourself against me after all. Come, let's go see him. He is anxious to speak with you.
Sisae Pawao, Tikotro Tuaso. To fuwe ta wita ie ukarashi to wewo. Ipaner nuko iwa ir nikasanaria iruro ninua sa ir kana. Usair kokonato, tanatir, katanano, shafatoyo, kokonato siri panoneniko. Uno will na no pa yesu, isanayoyo, konir fuk no sankod na no hona nyapir. Ipaner nuko iwa ir, nikasanarir, iruro ninua sa ir kana. Sairos tiusiat, sarorasi pa ukari iras napsoaku.
Master, I never.
Sairos tiusiat, sarorasi pa ukari iras napso. Taoi ir kuana ir sonir ipoki. Niato no napadi irovir, kuni ugnawata ir. Sa ir yakowak. Kokonato siri panoneniko. Wo anania ifewir uk sonorok noka uk snapir. Konir fuk no sankud nano hona napir. Isana yuyo. Wo nakapir sari awaf. Van sira suorofos isinosaurus. You could ni kung uno sa ir son could noka ukiorir. Tawi ir kuana ir sonir ipoki. Unika surir kuana no kuni ugnawata ir nik nipier. Nararo na pirapirni nik takatashi. You could ni kung uno sa ir son could noka ukiorir. Irkana, unika surir kwana noka sa ir iruru. Ipaner nuko iwa ir nikasanarir iruro ninua sa irkana. Sata tawe ir wonawa fukuno sukut nia awafawa ir sutok. Ikirnik tinepiru wo iferek uksun puno. Wowo sun pununok, yapapap nasia iwir sa ir Niato nonapadi irovir, kuni ugnawata ir. Nararo, na pirapirni, niktakatashi. Sata tawe ir wonawa fukuno sukut nia awafawa ir sutok. Onika Surier Kwananoka sa Iriru. Tawa ir Kawana ir Sunir Ipoki. Sata tawa ir Wanawa Fukuno Sukutnia Awafala ir Sutuk. Ipanar Nuku Iwa ir Nikasanaria Iruru Ninua Sa Irkana. Onoyu Iwakitsu Sa Iroko Shosi. Sa Ir Yakowak, Kokonato Siri Panoneniku.
I should have killed you sooner. You had such promise. But in the end, you were just like second brother. Soon you will share his fate as well. Radiant is dead. His time has passed. Now is the time for the living. Help me destroy him and I will make this school more powerful than ever before. Now you see why I need you. You have the power to deal death to the spirits, to Radiant. I will give you one chance to change your mind, now that you have seen what Radiant truly is. Help me remove him and I will reward you. I liked you, and I had so hoped we could come to some sort of agreement. But I suppose that just won't work. Now I will give you a demonstration of true skill. Unfortunately, you won't be around long enough to learn from it.
Nice shot! Legendary strike! Nice shot!
Ufna akna ir Yakova krui ni rui kuperfita.
No, third brother. I have a much better use for you.
Ukir Rufan.
Now we will finish this.
Ice shard. Legendary strike. Ice shot. Lump
Master Smiling Hawk! You killed him! What? No! First Brother sent me to find you. He was worried Master Smiling Hawk's followers might overwhelm you. I can see that isn't the case. Master Radiant and First Brother are waiting for you. I'll go tell them that you survived.
Otowir u kawana ir u soana da hoki. Niato no napadi irovi. Tawe ir kawana ir sunir ipoki.
Master, why must you leave? I still have so much to learn from you, and we need a strong master to rebuild the school.
Irkana. Unigasuri ir kwana no kasairi. Tawe ir kawana ir sunir ipoki.
Thank you. If it wasn't for you, well, this never would have happened. It seems to me that you're the one who should receive this honor.
Tasiye tintu. Funye wuwosi wo tahufu. Wuno wir na no ba yesu. Isara yoyo. Konir fuk no sankud na no hona nyapir. Ikirnik tine piru. Wo iferek uk son puno. Nararo, na pirapirni, niktakatashi. Niato no napadi irovir, kuni ugnawata irkana, unigasuri. Tawe ir kawana sunir ipoki. Siya tintu. Funye wuwosi wo tahufu. Wowo sun punono yapapap nasi I sa wuth.
I would speak with you alone, Master Radiant, before you go. If you wait outside, I will join you in a minute. I have something I would like to offer you, and thanks for your help.
Wo anania ifewir uk sonorok noka uk snapir.
There you are. Master Radiant has gone, and I'm left to lead this school on my own. I'll miss him very much, but at least we are rid of Smiling Hawk. I wanted to thank you for all you've done, but I also wanted to show you some items that belong to Master Smiling Hawk. I thought you might find something of interest. You're welcome to visit the school and spar with us whenever you like. The students need someone like you to knock some sense into them from time to time. And I should get back to the students. There's so much I need to do, I barely know where to begin. Thank you again for everything. You're welcome to visit the
It's about time somebody dealt with that rogue Smiling Hawk. Of course, now I have to clean up the mess you two made.
I'm not really surprised that you defeated Smiling Hawk. As you wish.
My mom thinks the arena is silly. My dad says Mom needs to get a hobby.
The Imperial City is beautiful, but you still have to be careful in certain areas.
Hold on there. This way leads into the necropolis, a dangerous area. You shouldn't go in there unless you have some business there. yes, but I must warn you, the dead aren't the only terrifying things in the necropolis. They say the Lotus Assassins have a special interest in the place. I have nothing more to say on that subject, and you certainly didn't hear that rumor from me. Not the nicest of topics, but go ahead. Ghosts have been rising up everywhere in the Empire, I've heard. So many have come up in the necropolis that it just isn't safe anymore. It would take an army of us to clear them out, if we could do it at all. We can't even safely post a guard in there. We just warn people away. The Lotus Assassins want everyone kept away as well. First time I've heard of them being altruistic. Things have been bad over the past few, let's say 5 years. No one has any idea why so many of the dead refuse to return to the Wheel of Life peacefully. All we know for sure is that they're not happy. Not happy at all. Anything else you need? Talk helps pass the time on... Not at all. This is pretty light work, since no one in their right mind would go in the necropolis. It's the City of the Dead, as some call it. The burial tombs of hundreds of generations of our most honored ancestors. To be buried in the necropolis is a great honor. Sadly, things are not well in there right now. As grand a place as it is, you must be on your guard at all times, even if you're a skilled warrior. Not the nice... Bad. Real bad. Monks used to go in every few weeks to clean out the ones who had risen. But lately it's become too much for them to handle. You look like a warrior. I'm sure you know that even if you disperse a ghost in combat, they reform again eventually. It takes a long time, but it's inevitable. Leave the dead to their own is what I say. Just block the whole place off and start again somewhere else. Anything else? Captain Sen has you collecting heads for him, does he? Good for you. A woman did make her way into the necropolis some time ago. She seemed a bit wild around the eyes and ignored me when I tried to warn her. She certainly hasn't left, so if it was this fading moon, you should still be able to find her in there. I'll make sure she doesn't slip out behind you. Stay away from the necropolis. It's dangerous.
Kukun Asul. stranger. You have some spirit to you. You fight like a demon. Those poor lost souls didn't stand a chance against you. I could use the skills of a man like you. An honest working man like me can't compare with someone like you, but you can definitely help me with a problem I've been having. My name is Shen. I'm the first gravedigger here. It's my job to look over the necropolis and make sure all the peaceful souls are laid to rest. I've got to dig the holes, fill them, and balance the books and everything. Nice, proper burials. But now, no one seems to want to stay dead, and I can't go refunding all the burial money to all the families of the ghosts now. So, I just want you to do a little job for me. Nothing hard, just put the ghosts back where they belong. But there'll be a little bit in it for you as well, don't worry. Can't have you going away empty-handed now, can we? So, what do you say? Well, forever. There's always someone who doesn't rest too easy in their grave. Not here, anyway. Every couple years, some ghost would rise up and the monks would come and put him down. But now they're coming up all over the place. The last few years they've been becoming more and more common, and more of a problem as well. Especially for me. They don't take too kindly when I try to, tidy up their coffins and things. But it also means I can't use those areas of the necropolis. It's too dangerous now. So, you trouble? Well, they've always been trouble. But now... So... I've seen you fight. You put that spirit down good and proper. Better than the monks who used to come here, even. I reckon you've had training in this sort of thing. But you don't look like a monk. So you probably don't have their scruples about money either. I come by a lot of valuables in my line of work. I can pay well. So you Great! Now those ghosts will know who's boss around here. They just bring themselves back up as fast as I can put them in. I'll give you a reward for any ghosts you take care of. You can make good money that way. There are 3 main ghosts to deal with. Miss Chan, Merchant Bai, and Mr. Ren. I'll give you a reward for each, of course. I know a bit about them, but not that much. If you need a little something to give you an extra edge, I'm sure I can part with some trinkets I've found. I mean, it's not like they'll need them anymore. Eh? What is it you want to know? Never mention that name near me again. In fact, never mention that name within a mile of me. Just by saying his name, you could bring his wrath down on us. Now, just ask something else. Shh, don't talk about them. They have ears everywhere, even among the dead. The Emperor's secret assassins, they call them, as silent and mysterious as death, which is exactly what's in store for us if we keep talking about them. They say no one who's crossed them has ever lived to tell of it, and I'm not going to test the truth of that rumor. Just talk about something else. Well, it's my life's work, that's for sure. And with the way all these spirits have been rising up, it'll probably be my death's work as well. At the center of it all is the Emperor's tomb. A monstrosity, I tell you. Completely unnecessary. But the Emperor's word is law, and they never even finished the thing. Strange things have been going on here. Ghost troubles and such. I don't know, but it seems like it'll soon be too dangerous for even me to stay here. That big monstrosity? They started building it for the Emperor. Workers started getting sick. Ghosts. Before long, no one would go near it, and it never really got finished. Don't know what... Damn things won't stay dead. I put them down, and they get right back up. It's like they don't have nowhere else to go but back in my damn house. Sorry. I get a little worked up over it all. Had one moaning around the ceiling all last night. Chased it away, but the newer ones seem to be getting worse as well. Anything else you want? Suit yourself. Well, you know, a few things here and there, they just sort of fall into my hands. They don't need them anymore, eh? If you need to find me again... Help! One of those damn spirits came up right in my backyard. The stupid thing won't let anyone get by. It's got my tools and everything. Just kill the damn...
Paralyzing paw. Leaping tiger. Ice shard.
I guess you could say that. She was my mother-in-law. Never once in her life did she say a kind word to me, and now she tried to keep at me even in death. You got what you deserved! Do you hear me? You deserved it! But any good job deserves a reward, of course. Here you go. She had some nice things in her grave, too. Since she's gone, I guess she won't be keeping me from them anymore. It's not a robbery. We're family. I'm just taking it back. Besides, she doesn't need it anymore, and I do. Now, go and find those ghosts I told you about. Can't get a good day's work done with them still around.
No, no, we can't allow that to happen. It would be too much to bear. But this poor wretch isn't much good either. No, not at all. But what else is there? What else is there? Work, damn you, work! Huh? What do you want? You can't have me, corpse. Not yet. You're not dead. I'm sorry, I just panicked. I thought you were some spirit here for revenge. Well, my work, you see, while very important, may upset some of those spirits not fully at peace. I am conducting my research. I am a doctor by trade, studying the internals of the body and the energies that drive it. But lately, I have come on hard times. My daughter, Wen Wei, has fallen ill, and nothing in my previous training could help me with what ails her. Her liver has been rotted from within, corrupted by some energy I have never encountered before. I don't know what it is, but it has prevented her liver from functioning. Now her body no longer responds. I fear she is dying. I could not stand the possibility of her loss, so I took matters into my own hands. I researched the workings of the body and the spirit, as well as the lore of the creatures that live beyond death. I believe I have found a way to save my daughter, but I have not been successful in my efforts. I have found a way to strengthen, no, to replace the corrupt flesh of one living creature with that of another. Through the energies of the earth and by the divine will of heaven, her body can be made to accept the organ as if it were a part of her. She can be given a new life. But these cursed, wretched corpses do nothing for me. They are too old, too dead. Their organs are rotted beyond repair, even the ones recently buried. I need something else, something more. Either one that is perfectly preserved or one that is fresh. Her time is drawing near. If I cannot get a new organ for her soon, I fear it may be too late. I would give anything to see her saved, but my techniques are much more advanced than any normal doctor could comprehend. I must do the operation myself, or find a savant of such skill that I would feel safe giving them control. A doctor? Of such skill? Who is it? What's his name? Where did you find such a person? A doctor? And a woman? Amazing. You think she can help? Please, then bring her to me. Let me speak with her. Thank you, stranger, thank you. Bring her to me and she may be able to help me with the operation.
Where's my baby? My baby, please, where is he? Where has Shen taken him? He took him from me! And after so little time. He was only a few moments old when that monster ripped him away from me. Please find my baby. Bring him back to me. Let me know how he's doing. Yes, my darling little boy. He was so pretty when he was born. And so quiet, too. His blue little face. Please, you have to help me find him. Shen must know where he is. That abominable little man took him from me. Kill him, torture him, whatever you need. Just find my baby. Find that hideous little man and bring the truth out of him however you can.
Why can't I die in peace?
You, what do you want? Have you come to torture me more? Have you come to see me suffer here unavenged? No one cries for Merchant Bai. You know of me? You've heard about the pains I suffered in life, and this continued torment I have to endure in death? You can understand? You don't run in terror like the rest. Instead, you talk to me. Perhaps you can help. I was a merchant in life. Not a rich one, but I made enough to survive. I sold mostly to the poorer sections of the city. My goods weren't the finest, but they were practical. At the time, there were a pair of brothers, Seet Su and Si Ran, who were the terror of the streets. They extorted money and goods from everyone. They tried to extort from me. When I wouldn't give them what they wanted, they decided to make an example of me. They killed me and mutilated me, and left me dead in that alley. They terrorized the city for weeks after that, but they were finally run down. That might have been where it ended, just as done, but it wasn't. They were buried here, with me. Their deaths, execution by beheading, were harsh enough that they have risen again. My spirit cannot rest quiet with them here. Even now in death, they mock me and torment me as they did in my final moments of life. They drive me mad! Yes, yes! If my killers are at least removed from this world, their spirits will no longer torment me. You must find a way to defeat them and drive them from this place. They were common criminals, so they were not given a normal burial. They were dumped in a communal grave underground to the south. I'm sure you can find them. Thank you, stranger. If you can truly help me, if you do, I'll show you something that even Shen hasn't found yet.
who has come to see us. A mortal, then? Shall we feast, brother?
Yes, I want to hear his screams as I tear the skin from his bones.
Ice Guard. You ready? Legendary strike. Longsword. Legendary strike.
Have you managed to defeat them at last? Thank you, thank you. I feel as if a great weight has been lifted from my spirit. Here, let me show you this. Something Shen hasn't found yet. I hope you use it well, and thank you.
Vengeance will be mine! That cheating, lying sow! Sullying the Ren name and dragging it in the dirt like this! Putting me in the dirt! Ren Fang, if I ever get my claws on you, I'll leave you a stinking, bloated corpse! The whore of a wife who left me to die, who killed me, poisoned me in my own house. When I find her... Oh, but I can. I can find her and tear her to shreds. I'll scatter her bones to the corners of the earth. But first, I need to find my way out of this damnable cemetery. No matter which way I turn, I always end up back here. We'd been having fights, my wife and I, and she decided to end it. I sat down to eat, and the next thing I knew, I had choked to death and ended up here. That whore decided that I wasn't good enough for her, that she would just move on to something else after our years of marriage. She'll pay. Oh yes, she'll pay. But I have to find her first. Most likely, she's still at our old home. It's in the market district near the entrance to the Black Leopard School. Find her and bring her to me.
Legendary strike.
They tried to take from me, and they died. I feasted on their souls. Such is the evil I was in life, and am again in death. The underworld has no place for me. Jin lives. I am evil incarnate, a man so vicious and vile that the spirits deemed me unfit to pass into death, and cursed me into this wretched form. Jin lives indeed. Now I feed on the flesh and souls of the living, in payment for my vanity. My perfect body is a testament to my crimes. My very touch spreads my corruption. A chance to repent. Can it be that after all this time, after years of living death, I am given this one chance to make something right? What is this chance you speak of, mortal? What is this false hope you dangle before me? A girl. After so long, a girl. But I'm a vile and corrupt being, forever damned by the life I led, set here in this wretched form to walk forever. Redemption, for one such as me? I think not. My life was spent in greed and vanity and corruption. Even in death, I sought to preserve my perfect form. For one whose madness and evil progress even into death? No, there is no hope for me. None at all. And you stand here mocking me for it. Ah, the temptation. Yes. So much logic, so much philosophy. But who knows what the heavens will truly decide in the end. But for the chance, and it is a girl, so young, I can taste her pain and suffering lingering about you. So like my own. The blood is thick in my veins. A solid mass where fluid used to flow, now dried and brittle. But the heart still stirs, and it can be moved, though tears no longer flow. My life has been wasted on my own sins, and in death, I have nothing except them. This young thing, this girl, she still deserves life. If my end means this girl lives, then may the heavens look kindly upon me, even though I know they won't. If damnation is my fate, then let it be worth something in the end. Take what you need, mortal.